Hey guys, welcome back to Juan's Garden. So for today's video, we're going to talk about something that's very close to my heart. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Turn on your notifications for when we drop a new video. But for today, we're actually going to be talking about the absolute perfect beginner plant. And I'm reaching back here for it because some people may already be able to guess what it is. But it's actually a pothos plant. This is my golden pothos, and this is already grown so tall. A lot of plant parents and beginners have this plant. This was actually my gateway plant, not this one in particular, but this type of plant. As you can see, she's long, she's big, she's beautiful, and there are, first of all, the first reason why this is the perfect beginner plant is because there's so many different varieties. And we're gonna go through the ones that I have in my personal collection here, but there's so many. This one in particular, it is very long, viney shaped, because I actually have a traditional banister and steps that's in my home, and this actually wraps around my banister at the top of my steps and is growing to complement my house. So I really love this one in particular. But as you can see, once you get a pothos started growing, it can go. It really can go for as long as you want. I have not measured this one, but I am sure that it is taller than me. But this is just a regular golden pothos, and it is absolutely perfect for beginners. Very hard to kill. And as I put this one back, we'll get into some of the care that is necessary for pothos plants. And the next one that I'm gonna pull out is the Mandula pothos. So another great thing about about pothos in general, that they're very easy to care for. So they actually thrive in a variety of different light conditions. So whether you have bright indirect light or lower light conditions, it can still work, it can still grow. It can still show up for you and be a beautiful addition to your space. This is the Mandula pothos, and it is like the slow growing version of the pothos the slower growing version of the pothos variety. And that's why I got this one, because it's very low pressure, low key. They're very forgiving. When it comes to watering pothos plants, you can water it when the soil is completely dry, and depending on the size of your plant, it could be every week or it could be every 2 weeks. And that is one thing that I love about pothos. The next thing about pothos and why it's such an easy plant is that they're very easy to propagate. These are some current propagation that I have right now from this plant. That's why she's a little short and she had a little haircut, but you can see the roots growing down in there, and she's looking great. And this is one that I had already potted up. Once this gets long enough and you can cut it and you just let it grow in a little sunlight and water, you will have so many new plant babies, and that's free plants. So who doesn't love free plants? That is another reason why this is perfect for beginners. Propagating is so easy. It doesn't take any work, and you have a very high success rate when you're propagating them. So that's great. The next variety I'm gonna bring out is my silver Scandapsus, or Scandapsus pictus. It has a lot of different names, but I love this variety because it's so beautiful. It has the silver spots on the leaves. Another thing that you do need to know about the pothos is that when it comes to the different variegations, and a variegation just means the pattern on the plant. If you want more variegations, you need to make sure that your plant is getting a lot of light if you want those variegations. And it'll also depend on the plant as well. But if you want more of those variegations, those pretty patterns on your leaves, you just gotta give it a little bit more light. But even if you can't do that, this plant still shows up. And it's just gorgeous to have, it's gorgeous to grow. And the leaves are very like smooth and like velvety, but not like too velvety. they're the perfect texture, and I absolutely love having this plant. Next, we're gonna talk about the neon or the lemon lime pothos. This is one of my favorites too. It's in a spot in my house where I wish she had just a little bit more light, so I'm probably gonna switch it up so that her leaves can get bigger and a little bit longer. But another great pothos to own, and she's very low maintenance. That's why any kind of pothos that you want, very low maintenance. I water this plant because she doesn't receive the best light that I would like her to have. I water maybe every 14 to 21 days, so maybe every like 2 to 3 weeks when the soil is completely dry. So the key to, if you're having this as your very first plant, it's better, because mistakes happen, I think it's easier to be redeemed from underwatering than overwatering. Because if you overwater, a lot of people who are first getting into plants, they think, oh, I have to water it every day. No, you don't have to water these every day. Like I said, I water this just about every 3 weeks. And my smaller ones, maybe like this one, my smaller versions of these, once a week, maybe every 10 days am I watering these. So that's another reason, because even if you forget it, it can still bounce back and you can still have a beautiful plant and not kill it. So that is definitely a tip, is that just water when the leaves get sad. When the leaves are droopy and sad, that's how you know when it needs some water, when that soil is completely dry. Now the next variety of pothos that I'm going to bring, one of my pride and joy right here, is my Marble Queen, Snow Queen pothos. And she is just stunning. Look at her. She's stunning. Like, I just absolutely love her. I have her in a south facing window, so this plant, out of all my pothos, she gets the best light, and you can tell that the lighting does make a difference because she's a superstar here. No shade to my other plants, but she really is looking great. And I have propagated her. I have cut her nodes, cut her stems back, and she's still growing. She's still growing. You see these beautiful variegations here. Again, those variegations are the patterns on the plant leaf. And I absolutely love just how fast these grow. This year, so around this time last year, I bought my first home, and when I got her to our new home, she just took off. The leaves just started. She started producing bigger leaves, more variegations, just really taking off. But the other plants don't look bad either. And that's one thing that I love about the pothos plant, is that even in different and varying light conditions, they can still be very, very beautiful plants. Like, extremely beautiful plants. And they're so easy to take care of. You give it some light, a little love, a little light, a little water. That's really all you need. And it's so easy to care for them, to love them, to make them grow. Now, another trend that is more popular in the plant community. Now, I have been a plant mom for close to 10 years now. So I really love, as you can tell, and it was a trend back during COVID and stuff when I first started getting into plants. I like bushy, big, full plants. That's what I like. Now that I am, expanding and learning more into the plant community, especially on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. It's Juansgarden again. You can actually put these on a moss pole and grow them up. And that's another great secret about the pothos plant. You put on a moss pole and make it grow up. Those aerial roots, or those nodes, which are these little bumpy things right here, those will dig into the moss pole, and the leaves will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they will actually get fenestrations. Now, a fenestration is a cut in the leaf, but it's an intentional part of the pattern and the beauty of the plant. So I am really excited to actually try that out. I think here very soon that we'll just make another video about that, and I'm really excited to see how it grows, and because I've never done a moss pole before, but I'm really excited to try that too, because you can do that with pothos plants too. You can You can shape them how you want. As you can see, this one is very long. This one's very long. And I think one time I measured it, it was like 6 feet, which I'm very short. I'm only 5'3". So this is it's much taller than I am. So you can grow them long and leggy. You can grow them full and bushy, or you can grow them with big, ginormous leaves like on a moss pole. Or if you want, this one I have kind of kept just really small and just very quaint, and just kept it in this nice little cute cover pot. Of course, they do appreciate a chunky soil mix. I'm going to show you a better example of what I mean by a chunky soil mix. They appreciate a chunky soil mix. So that is a soil mix that has a variety of textures, and it's a blend. Mine is a blend of succulent soil, regular soil, perlite, and orchid bark bits. Just so the roots can be aerated, they can move around and do what they need to do, and make sure that it's also a defense against root rot, so that the soil is not compacting and not making any problems for you. But we'll make a whole video. I'll make a whole video about the chunky soil mix. But this is the perfect beginner plant. Absolutely, if I was recommending, as a plant mom for close to 10 years now, if someone was like, I want to get into plants, this is absolutely the plant variety that I said that you should start with. Like, absolutely, hands down. Start here with the pothos, and you will come to love it. It'll grow for you, and you'll be a proud plant parent. But yes, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining.